Alright guys, I want to give you guys my opinion on the PS5 Pro. I heard about the news today, and I'll just be upfront honest with you. It's a big waste of money. I haven't seen such a piss poor console launch since the Xbox One. This is a terrible product that Sony's selling you. And I'll tell you why. My first reason, there's no disc drive. Like, what the hell, man? This is like a big F you, a big middle finger to people who've been with Sony since the beginning. Who was with Sony since the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, the PS4. People who've been buying physical media. We've been with you since day one, Sony. And what do we get in return? Oh yeah, we don't care about you. You go into digital. Sony's trying to strong arm us people who prefer physical to go into a digital future where we own nothing, where we don't get anything tangible, anything physical for the $69.99 we pay for games. You just get a digital game that can be delisted anytime and can be taken away from the companies anytime. You're just paying for a glorified rental, unlimited rental. I am so not down with that. It's just a big FU to people, to the fans who've been with Sony for such a long time. And the next point is, how much better can graphics get? Guys, aren't graphics already good as is? If you ask me, the graphics aren't the problem. The problem with games these days, they're so bland, so generic, so boring, and so woke. So much DEI garbage. Just look at Concord. There's a reason Concord failed. Because of the nasty, ugly, disgusting characters that don't resonate with players. That's the problem with games these days. The gameplay is very stale, is by the numbers, it's been done a million times, and the stories are just woke and bland and boring. It just doesn't resonate with the players. How about we get a PS5 Pro that mandates you gotta have unique, original stories and gameplay that resonates with the players? The majority of your fan base, who's 90% men or 99% men, why not? If there's a system that forces developers to do that, hell yeah, I'd pay $2,000 for that. Why not? I want to play some good games that are worth it. Think about it, guys. Think about it. What has Sony released in the last in year 2024 that's worth playing? What did they release? Final Fantasy Rebirth? I don't care about this 80-hour JRPG, guys. This bland open world RPG. I don't have 80 hours. I don't have 80 hours to just play on one game. That'll take me months to finish, just like Persona 3. I don't have time for it. Helldivers 2. I don't care about another multiplayer game. I'm sick of multiplayer games. I'm a single player type of guy. I need something like that. Concord, another garbage multiplayer game. What's Sony thinking? What's Sony releasing that justifies the price of a PS5 Pro? Tell me. And who at this point is gonna buy a PS5? If you haven't bought a PS5 by now, more likely than not, you're not gonna buy a PS5. So who's the PS5 Pro aimed at? You know, it's aimed at those people who will eat anything Sony throws at them, Concord included. Or else, why would you want to buy this? There's nothing to play. What are you going to play? God of War Ragnarok, that piece of trash game that wasted 12 hours of my life? 3 hours of it in the horrible, atrocious Ironwood section? Hell no. Or what else are you going to play? Last of Us Remake Part 2, remastered for the 5th, 6th time? What are you going to play on it? There's nothing to play on PlayStation 5. It's a terrible console. My PlayStation 5 has been eating dust for 2 years. I haven't even turned the thing on. It's caked in dust, guys. I have no intention to turn it on. There's just nothing compelling to play. And if you really care about graphics and performance that much, why not just shell out the extra money and get a PC? Why? All the PlayStation games eventually make their way to PC. And I bet sooner than later, PlayStation is going to release games day and date with PC. Because, guess what? PC is where all the money, where the money's at, and PC has a bigger library. You have access to Xbox games. You have ultimate backwards compatibility. You have emulators. You have all sorts of stuff you can do with PC. So why waste the $700, $800 on a PS5 Pro when you already have a PS5? It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would anybody in their right mind want to buy this console? It's a piece of trash. There's a couple things that could have made this console worthy, but Sony was just too damn boneheaded to see it through. First of all, like I said, it needed the disc drive. And second of all, most importantly, ultimate backwards compatibility. If Sony came out and said, guess what, guys? This PlayStation is the ultimate PlayStation console. It can play games all the way back to the PS1. You can play PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5 games, both digitally and physically, because we respect the gamers. We respect the PlayStation legacy. We respect the players who stood by us since the day one. Then you can make a case for it. And not only that, all those backward compatible games will be enhanced by the power of the PS5 Pro. Then I could say, okay, you have a case here. You have a case to validate a purchase. But they didn't even bother doing that. They don't respect us. Why would you give your hard-earned money, $700 in a small amount, guys? Especially in this day and age of inflation. It's not a small amount. Why would you want to give it to a company that doesn't respect you or the money you spent on their platform and their ecosystem? It's ridiculous, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you disagree with me, I'll fight you in the comments. I promise you.